Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to heal not just a horse, but a broken heart? On Heartland, we've watched Amy Fleming mend the unmendable, guiding frightened animals and grieving souls alike back to a place of peace. But now, a new chapter may be unfolding, one that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about Amy's journey. Season 19, Episode 6 has fans on edge, and for good reason. Whispers are flying across the ranch and fan forums alike. Could Amy be pregnant? After everything she's endured, especially the heartbreaking loss of Ty, this possibility feels both shocking and strangely hopeful. If it's true, then the question on everyone's mind is, who's the father? And what does this mean for Amy's future? This isn't just a juicy plot twist. It's an emotional reckoning. Amy has spent years navigating grief, raising Lindy on her own, and slowly reopening her heart. Could this be a sign that she's finally ready to move on, or is the past still too close to let go? From heartbreak to healing, from wild Mustangs to quiet moments at the barn, Heartland has always shown us that recovery isn't a straight path. This new development could stir joy, controversy, and even sorrow among fans who still feel the shadow of Ty's absence. But one thing is certain, this episode might just change everything. So grab the reins and hold on tight. We're diving deep into what this could mean for Amy, for Lindy, and for the future of Heartland itself. The show has dropped a few hints throughout the season, and everything seems to be building to a turning point in episode 6. From Amy's moments of reflection to her interactions with key characters, there are clear signs that something significant is happening in her life. Could this be the long-awaited reveal? Let's dig deeper into the events leading up to this moment and examine how Amy's story could take a dramatic turn in this episode. Over the past few seasons, Amy's journey has been one of grief, healing, and rediscovery. Losing Ty was a heartbreaking moment not just for her, but for everyone who has followed her story since the beginning of Heartland. Ty wasn't just Amy's husband, he was her best friend, her partner, and the father of her daughter. His death left a massive void in her life, and for a long time, we watched Amy struggle to find her footing again. Season 19, however, has shown a different side of Amy. While she's still grieving, there's been a noticeable change in her. She's stronger, more independent, and slowly allowing herself to open up again, not just emotionally, but to the possibility of new connections. In earlier episodes this season, we've seen her build deeper relationships with those around her, especially with the people who supported her throughout her journey. Whether she's working with horses or spending time with her daughter Lindy, Amy has found a way to keep moving forward, even when it seemed impossible. But here's the thing. Amid this healing process, Amy has been forming deeper bonds with key characters, some of whom may have a more intimate connection with her than we initially realized. Could one of these relationships have led to the possibility of pregnancy? While the idea may seem sudden, Heartland has always thrived on unexpected twists and emotional depth. Amy's ability to surprise us, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, is part of what makes her such a compelling character. In season 19, the show has subtly suggested that Amy might be ready for a new chapter in her life. Though she'll always love Ty, her bond with him doesn't mean she can't find joy again. We've seen her grow emotionally, become more confident, and open herself up to new opportunities. These signs have led fans to wonder if the show is building toward a major turning point for Amy, and episode 6 could very well be that defining moment. Looking back at Amy's story this season, it's clear she's experienced significant emotional growth. This makes the possibility of her being pregnant all the more impactful. A pregnancy would be a major development not just for Amy, but for the entire Heartland family. The show has always emphasized the importance of family, and this potential storyline could bring both joy and tension to the characters we've come to love. Now, Let's consider the people who've played a role in Amy's life this season. There are a few potential candidates who could be connected to the pregnancy. Caleb has always been more than just a friend to Amy. He's been her rock, her confidant, and her protector through some of the darkest chapters of her life. As one of Amy's oldest and most loyal allies, he stood by her when others faltered, especially after T's heartbreaking death. Their connection runs deep, and recently, that bond has started to feel different. Fans have long whispered about the possibility of something more between them, and now those whispers are growing louder. Could Caleb have been the one Amy turned to in a moment of vulnerability, seeking comfort in the familiar arms of someone who truly understands her pain? But the plot thickens. Heartland has a tradition of shaking things up when you least expect it, and season 19 is no exception. Enter the possibility of someone new and unfamiliar face whose presence is still unfolding, but already causing ripples. The show has been dropping subtle clues, the kind only sharp-eyed fans will catch. A brief exchange here, a lingering glance there. Could this newcomer be the person who started to stir Amy's heart again? If Amy is pregnant, the mystery of the father opens a floodgate of questions and emotions. Caleb remains a top contender, not just because of his long-standing devotion, but because recent episodes have shown a growing intimacy between them. He's been stepping into a larger role in her life, offering steady support and emotional warmth that has sparked undeniable chemistry. For many fans, Caleb represents the idea of love blossoming from a foundation of trust and shared history. Still, the presence of a new character raises the stakes. Heartland often weaves in fresh characters to challenge the status quo and push longtime characters into new emotional territory. Could Amy's journey of healing be leading her towards someone unexpected? Someone who sees her not as who she was with Ty, but as the woman she's becoming. Episode 6 may well be the turning point not just for Amy, but for the entire season. Whether it's Caleb, a new love interest, or someone entirely unforeseen, the father of Amy's potential child could reshape the emotional landscape of Heartland in ways fans never saw coming. And as always, the show is keeping its cards close, letting clues slip through only for those who are truly paying attention. So now the question remains, is this the beginning of Amy's next great love story or a complicated twist that will test her strength all over again? But Heartland is never shy about throwing curveballs, and there's always the chance the show could surprise us with a completely unexpected twist. Perhaps someone returning from Amy's past, or a character we haven't even considered yet. The writers may be setting the stage for a major revelation. The show's strength lies in its ability to weave intricate storylines and surprise its audience. This potential pregnancy plot could be another opportunity for the series to explore new emotional terrain. In addition to these theories, there's another angle worth considering, one that some fans have begun speculating about. Could Amy have chosen to become a mother again on her own terms? It's possible that Amy, in her independence and strength, has made the decision to have another child without being in a relationship. This storyline would align beautifully with the themes of empowerment, resilience, and self-determination that have always been central to her character. For Amy, choosing to expand her family without waiting for a romantic partner could be a powerful statement about her autonomy and devotion to building a future centered on love, family, and her personal vision of happiness. This theory would introduce a bold, modern narrative to the show, one that emphasizes that family is more about love and choice than traditional structures. Whether the father is someone close to her or a decision Amy has made independently, the heart of the story lies in Amy's journey. As always, Heartland excels at portraying strong, multi-dimensional characters. This potential storyline could give Amy yet another opportunity to shine. As she embraces new challenges and continues to grow. In any case, Heartland has certainly left fans with a lot of possibilities when it comes to the identity of the father. If Amy is indeed pregnant, Caleb, given his long-standing relationship and deep connection with Amy, seems like the most obvious choice. He has stood by her through everything, and his protective nature only adds to the speculation. But, as with any good drama, things are never as straightforward as they seem. There are several other contenders who could easily fit into the storyline, whether it's a new face introduced this season or someone we least expect. Whether it's a new season or a familiar figure from the past, the upcoming episodes are sure to offer more clues about the potential pregnancy, leaving fans eagerly waiting for answers. Now that we've discussed the possible candidates, let's dive into the subtle clues scattered throughout the episode that suggest Amy might be pregnant and hint at who the father could be. Heartland is renowned for its nuanced storytelling, where small, seemingly insignificant moments often hold deeper meaning. This episode in particular is filled with subtle hints that something significant might be brewing in Amy's life. From changes in her behavior to the reactions of those around her, there are several signs pointing toward a major revelation, possibly a pregnancy. One of the clearest indicators comes from Amy's behavior in this episode. Throughout, we see her acting somewhat differently, quieter, more introspective, as if she's grappling with something important that she's not yet ready to share. Fans have noticed this shift, observing that Amy has been more reserved and reflective in recent episodes, which could suggest she's processing something life-changing, like the possibility of being pregnant. Her interactions with her daughter Lindy, in particular, feel more tender and deliberate. It's as if Amy is contemplating the prospect of expanding her family and what that might mean for her future. Another crucial clue comes from the reactions of the other characters, especially Caleb. In this episode, Caleb seems especially protective of Amy, whether it's in their conversations or the way he watches out for her. It feels as though he knows more than the audience does. His concern and attentiveness go beyond mere friendship, hinting that he might be aware of something significant in Amy's life, something she hasn't shared yet, but he's already privy to. These subtle shifts in tone, meaningful glances, and small gestures contribute to a sense of anticipation, as though Caleb is trying to be there for Amy during a pivotal moment. Other characters, too, seem to react to Amy in ways that suggest they might be aware of what's going on. In particular, some family members share quiet, knowing looks that make fans wonder if they've picked up on Amy's possible pregnancy, even before she's ready to reveal it. Heartland is known for building suspense with these subtle storytelling techniques, offering fans a trail of breadcrumbs that slowly leads to a bigger reveal later in the season. There are also physical clues in this episode that might point to Amy being pregnant. While the show has been careful not to give too much away too soon, fans have picked up on small but noticeable changes in Amy's demeanor and body language. For example, there are moments where Amy is seen resting more often than usual or moving with a certain deliberateness that seems cautious. These subtle changes could suggest that she's trying to be careful with herself, perhaps because she's hiding the early stages of pregnancy. It's easy to overlook these details at first glance, but for dedicated fans watching closely, these subtle cues are significant. In addition to these behavioral and physical hints, the episode features several key scenes that seem to be building up to something bigger. Whether it's a quiet moment between Amy and her family or a seemingly innocuous line of dialogue, there's an undeniable feeling that the writers are setting up for a major reveal. Fans who are attuned to the show's method of storytelling are already piecing together the clues, and while we don't have confirmation yet, it's becoming increasingly clear that something big is on the horizon. As the season progresses, We can expect more clues to emerge and with them, more speculation about who the father might be. Caleb remains a strong possibility, but the show has a knack for surprises, and it's entirely possible that the truth will be something no one saw coming. Whether it's a new character, someone from Amy's past, or even the possibility of her choosing to expand her family independently, Heartland is laying the groundwork for an exciting and emotional storyline that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. At long last, the responses of her family give a significant hint concerning what's happening in Amy's life. Jack and Lisa, specifically, appear to be more mindful of Amy in this episode. They offer her help and guidance almost as if they know something significant is not too far off. While their protective behavior is expected from the Bartlett-Fleming family, it feels more pronounced in this episode. Their concern for Amy could be a clue that they're aware of her pregnancy, even if it hasn't been explicitly expressed yet. These hints highlight a significant improvement in Amy's storyline, with the chance of her pregnancy developing further as the episode advances. The show has always been careful to layer its storytelling with subtle clues, and this episode is no exception. Behaving in response to those around her, Amy is clearly showing signs that something significant is about to be revealed. Whether the father is Caleb or someone else, this episode sets the stage for a major emotional shift in Amy's life, and fans won't want to miss what happens next. The possibility of Amy being pregnant in season 19 has sent Heartland fans into a frenzy. Viewers have been speculating and discussing non-stop since rumors of her pregnancy began circulating. With a character as beloved as Amy, it's no surprise that this potential plot twist has sparked strong emotions. After all, Amy's journey has always been a cornerstone of the show, and any major change in her life is bound to stir deep feelings. Let's dive into some of the most popular fan theories and reactions to this surprising development. Heartland has left us with a range of possible outcomes regarding the identity of the father. Caleb seems like the most obvious choice, given his long-standing friendship with Amy. But we can't ignore that there are other possible candidates who could easily fit into this storyline, whether it's a new face or a close friend. The next episode is sure to offer more clues, leaving fans eager for more answers. As the episode progresses, the idea of Amy being pregnant becomes even more significant. The show has always layered its storytelling with subtle hints, and this episode is no different. From Amy's behavior to the way people around her react, the signs are clear something important is about to be uncovered. Whether the father is Caleb or someone else, this episode sets the stage for a dramatic turn in Amy's life. Speculation about Amy's pregnancy in season 19 has caused a stir among Heartland fans. They've been talking, debating, and guessing endlessly since the rumors first emerged. Given how beloved Amy is, it's no surprise that this potential twist has generated such strong feelings. Amy's journey has been one of the central pillars of this show, and a major change like this is certain to evoke a powerful response. One of the biggest questions is how Jack, Lisa, and the rest of the family will react to this development. Jack has always been protective of Amy, supporting her through life's ups and downs. A pregnancy could test that protective instinct in new ways, especially if Jack feels uncertain about who the father is or what this means for Amy's future. Lisa has also been a strong presence in Amy's life, but a new baby could bring challenges to her relationship with Jack and add complexity to the family dynamic. For Amy, a pregnancy represents a defining moment in her personal journey. Since T's death, she's been on a path of healing and rediscovery. This new chapter could mark the end of that journey. A new child would be a powerful reminder that life moves forward and that love can take many forms. It offers Amy the chance to embrace the future while still honoring her past with Ty. At the same time, pregnancy could bring new personal challenges. Amy has already endured so much, and the responsibility of raising another child, whether alone or with a new partner, could weigh heavily on her. Another key aspect of this storyline is how it could pave the way for future seasons of Heartland. A new baby would create fresh storylines, not just for Amy, but for the entire family. It would open up new challenges and opportunities for the show to explore. From the practical realities of raising a baby to the emotional complexities of blending a new child into the family, the show has always been about family, and the addition of another child fits perfectly with Heartland's core themes of love, resilience, and growth. Amy's possible pregnancy also raises questions about her romantic future. If Caleb is the father, what will that mean for their relationship? Will they remain close friends? Or could this bring them into a deeper romantic connection if another man is the father? What kind of relationship will Amy form with him? There's also the possibility that Amy may choose to stay independent, focusing on raising her children without entering a new romantic relationship. This would be a strong and empowering decision, but one that comes with its own set of challenges. Beyond Amy's personal journey, this pregnancy could have ripple effects throughout the entire cast. How will Lindy react to having a sibling? Will the pregnancy bring the family closer together, or will it create new tensions? There's also the question of how the show will address the practical realities of Amy's pregnancy. Will she continue working with horses, or will she need to take a step back? These are the kinds of questions the writers will likely explore as the season unfolds, adding depth and complexity to the storyline. Ultimately, Amy's potential pregnancy isn't just a shocking twist, it's a powerful turning point that could redefine the future of Heartland. This storyline has the potential to reshape relationships, introduce profound emotional challenges, and pave the way for an entirely new chapter in the lives of the Bartlett-Fleming family. Whether it brings new joy, unexpected tension, or a bittersweet blend of both, one thing is certain. Heartland is heading into bold, uncharted territory. For Amy, this moment could mark a deep transformation. After years of navigating grief and honoring T's memory, she may now be ready to write a new story, one that embraces the past, but also looks forward to a future filled with hope. A child would not only bring Amy's healing full circle, but also deepen the show's most enduring themes: legacy, love, and the unbreakable bond between family and land. This is what Heartland has always been about. The ranch isn't just a place, it's a living symbol of community, resilience, and the enduring spirit of those who call it home. If Amy is indeed preparing to welcome new life into that world, it promises to be a storyline rich in meaning, emotion, and growth. As always, thank you for riding along with us on this emotional journey. Your passion, your theories, and your love for these characters are what keep this story alive. Whether you're rooting for new beginnings or holding tight to cherished memories, your presence in this fandom makes all the difference. Stay tuned, stay curious, and keep believing in the power of second chances. We'll be here, bringing you all the twists, turns, and heartfelt moments as they unfold on Heartland.